Right on here, today is yet again at a build showcase, and it's Mios. Today I'm going to show you 3 builds, so let us immediately start. For the first setup, this is the new player setup. The mods I'm using here, we have Toxin status chance, we have Cold, and Toxin gives us Viral. When you proc Viral into enemies, enemies will take more damage from any source. Fury for attack speed, Organ Shadow for critical damage, Later Mind for critical damage, critical chance for combo multiplier, Sacrificial Steel for critical chance, Reach for range, and Pressure Point for increased damage. And that's it. These mods here I will highly recommend new players to use, and now it's time for me to show you these Steel Path builds. For the second setup, this is the exposure setup. The mods I'm using here, we have viral damage, we have attack speed, we have VP wounds and blood rush for a lot of stat chance and critical chance per column multiplier, we have critical chance, critical damage, range, and of course conditional overload for melee damage per status type. And that's it. These are the mods. For the X weapon adapter, it's going to be any Tenokai. For the Arcane melee exposure and ability cast, you gain corrosion damage on melee strikes for 25 seconds, stacks up all the way up to 240, which is a lot of increased damage and free corrosion damage. That's the Arcane. For the stats over here, the attack speed is above average, range is average, combo duration is average, follow through is below average, Riven Dispo isn't half bad at all, critical chance, critical damage, attack speed is for me personally by far the best in slot, and I will remove Berserker's Fury for it. Critical chance is below average, critical damage is average, stat chance is average, and total damage is below average. Overall, the stats are fine-ish. These are the stats, the mods, the Arcane, and now it's time for me to show you the final setup. And for the final setup, this is the Influence setup. The mods I'm using here, you're going to remove Vicious Frost, Prime Fever Strike, and Conditioned Overload for Giovanni's Elementalist for status damage, status chance, Shocking Touch for electricity, and Prime Pressure Point for increased damage. And that's it. Everything else here is exactly the same. These are the mods. For the X weapon adapter, it's going to be again any Tenokai. For the Arcane melee influence on electricity test effect, which we do have right over here, 20% chance for elemental test effect to apply to every enemy in 3 meter radius for 18 seconds. This is going to help you out a lot with clear. That's the Arcane. For the stats, instead of viral corrosion, it's going to be electricity. And there you go. These are the stats, the mods, the Arcane, and now it's time for me to show you these 3 builds against the units. Alright, let's start. This is the new player setup. I'm going to spawn level 40, regular star chart, or Cumulative Dudes. Spawn these guys in. No buffs. And we're going to hold the melee attack button. And win. For regular path, this thing isn't half bad at all. As you can see. Bombards, heavy gunners, all of these guys despawn. There you go, that's the new player setup. Now for the Steel Path builds, the next one is going to be Exposure. There it is. This time I'm going to spawn level 205, Steel Path, or Cumulative Dudes. No buffs. We're going to spam abilities to get melee exposure stacks. There it is, 240 increased corrosion damage. And now we need to get some combo. Once you get some combo and some kills, this thing is going to shred. There we go. For MR8, it isn't half bad at all. There we go. Heavy gunners are next. Goodbye, this heavy gunner. Goodbye as well. Bombard. Yep. Everything is gone. That's the exposure setup. Now for the final one. Influence. The classic. Electricity spreading 3 meter radius. Let me show you. We need to get some combo real quick. Once you proc electricity, there's a chance to spread it in a 3 meter radius, as you can see. We are spreading it. There we go. With buffs, I'm going to use Nourish here. We're going to spread viral and electricity, and the clear is going to be much better, as you can see. Goodbye, heavy gunners. Let me show you again, one more time. We have 12x combo, we have Nourish, the most common helmet ability. And yeah, it's absolutely solid. And there you go, those are 3 builds. Now it's time for me to show you the influence setup against Steel Path enemies. So, let's go. And we are in. I'm up against the corrupted enemies at the Void. Steel Path, of course, it's survival. The map's called Mod. I'm going to show you this build right here. This is the influence setup. I don't feel like using exposure. I think exposure is absolutely solid when it comes to single target DPSing, but when it comes to clearing, it's better for me to show you with influence. I will definitely swap between influence, exposure, affliction, slam, depends on the weapon, on every second YouTube video I make. Something like that, to make it more interesting. Because melee weapons all feel the same. Different moveset, but they all do the exact same thing. Hold E and win. Go. The clear speed, I mean, it is influence. The weapon overall is, for MR8, like I said, pretty solid. It's a very unique weapon. We haven't gotten a new stance for these weapons. I think they're called Blade and Whip. Kind of want a new stance. Kind of want a new Blade and Whip, to be honest. And this stance isn't half bad at all. You can also do like a affliction setup with Prime Fever Strike, something like that, because you do flung enemies, as you can see. Maybe you like that. That's also absolutely solid. But I think exposure is just better than afflictions in a lot of ways, especially single target DPSing. Some enemies you cannot knock up, or flung, or knock down, or whatever. Sweep, 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 swing, 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 stab, stab, stab. There we go. Tomorrow I will work on Haro Prime build. There is a new Haro Prime build I made a couple of months ago. Completely forgot to release it. It was supposed to come out like 2 to 3 months ago. I forgot. I apologize. It was on the list for a very long time, but it's finally coming out. There we go. Alright, let's wait for the Acolyte to spawn. There he is. Aki boy is here. Let's destroy him. Sure. You won't be doing much, son. You're dead. And slowly but surely he's dead. Let me just dodge the bubble. There's the bubble. Okay, he's gone. I think he didn't cast the bubble. I think he just bugged out and died. But yeah, that's it. I think you guys seen enough. Time for me to leave. And be right back. And there we go. Mios is fine. It's not a horrible weapon, nor it's a really good weapon. It works. It's all up to you. I think the weapon is fine. There you go. That's the weapon. Those are the builds. I hope you guys enjoyed the builds. Thank you yet again, everybody, for watching. Leave a like and sub. And of course, see you all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.